Hello guys, how are you all? So today we will be taking the mock interview of two of our fellow mates. One is Preeti and one is Shubham. So let's welcome Preeti first. Hello Preeti,
Hello, ma'am.
how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Okay. So can you introduce yourself? Brief
Okay.
introduction.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for the question. My name is Preeti Kumari. I have completed graduation in physics from Bokaro Steel City College, Jharkhand. I was born and brought up in Bokaro Steel City, and I love to draw sketches and spend time with kids.
Okay. That's all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you mentioned something about spending time with kids. What you do while spending time?
Actually, in evening, whenever kids play in my locality, I just go out with them and just play whatever they are playing or just interact with them.
Okay, Preeti. So didn't mention about your graduation. So what is the stream you have graduated in?
It's physics.
Okay, so physics is totally different from banking, no? So how come you came to banking sector?
Actually, because of the lack of educational institutions in my city, I couldn't pursue further masters. So I just looked around the availabilities I do have. So I just came across banking sector, and I found out that I also have a few qualities that will be good for banking sector. Like I have good communication skill, I have good analytical skill, and I thought that I'll be able to use the best of my abilities in this sector. So I thought that banking will be a good sector for me. Other than that, banking is a lucrative job. It provides handsome salary at the initial stage, and other than that, a very healthy and good environment is in this sector. So I just thought that it will be a better job for me.
So you could
Okay,
have
Preeti.
opted for distance learning.
Actually, I didn't wanted to do distance learning because my education hasn't been that good in graduation. I couldn't find my studies well as in comparison to other students who studied from outside somewhere. So I just thought that I want to do something completely. I wanted, if I'm studying something, so that I can learn it completely. So I just dropped the idea of pursuing it from distance learning.
Okay, so Preeti, something is mentioned about you said that I couldn't pursue the further education because there was not availability in your area, right? In your city, you mentioned that. But for the
Yes, ma'am.
banking job as well, it is not necessary that you get the job in your own city only. You can get anywhere else also. So
Actually,
how will you do?
I'm a sort of adaptable person, and it's about a job. So I think I can go anywhere for a job, but I couldn't because when I get a job, then I'll be earning and the spending will be mine. But if I go to study somewhere, then spending will be of my parents, and they cannot afford that much. So I just couldn't pursue it.
Okay, reasonable. So can you tell something about your graduation? Like you did the BSc Physics honors, right? So
Yes,
is there
ma'am.
any favorite subject you had in your graduation time? Any subject?
Actually, we had to read it in core or something. I sort of liked mechanical physics.
Okay. Can you tell
So what
something
is the
about you?
difference between
Yes.
a normal degree and the honors?
Actually, as per what I know, in honors we can further pursue masters. But if I could have done general in physics, then I couldn't have it pursued masters. I could have opted for B.Ed, but I couldn't have been allowed to pursue masters.
That is not the case, Preeti. As per my knowledge, that is never the case. In if you do the honors, that means you are doing in a particular subject. Like as you mentioned, physics. Then there are maths honors or any particular subject honors. But if you are just choosing BSc, let's say BSc Science, then you have to study all the aspects of science. So that is the basic difference between them. Not
Okay,
that
thank
you
you.
can't pursue masters, you can.
One of my friend pursued general, means BCom general, and he said that he can't pursue masters, and he's not even willing to do so.
No,
So I
that
just
would be the case just because he might wanted to pursue a master in a particular subject that he had not studied in the graduation. Huh? Like if you wanted to pursue BSc Maths particularly, then you can't do that because you haven't done BSc honors in Maths. So that's the case.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, tell me
So
something about
what
the
have you
same.
studied for the?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
So what have you studied for today's preparation?
Actually, I have studied banking awareness.
Any specific topic you have?
No, I just tried to cover wholly whatever I could.
So can you tell me what is NPA?
NPA stands for non-performing assets.
Hmm.
When a loan remains due for a period of 90 days, then the loan is classified as NPA.
So can you tell me some of the tools through which the NPA can be recovered?
Yes, sir. The tools which are being used are DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal, Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal, Lok Adalat. We can bank can go for SARFAISI Act, um, NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, and NCLT, which stands for National Company Law Appellate Tribunal.
So having so much tools to recover NPA, so why do you think that NPA still exists in our economy?
Earlier, before 2017, the code IBC IBBI wasn't available. So earlier, banks used to approach, or people used to approach DRT and DRAT. The procedure in that was so lengthy that it took time. Approx 6 to 8 months, and it was just average. It The time maximum time can go for 4 months, 4 years, 5 years as well. So the cases was stressed for so long, and cases was stressed for so long, and the asset value, or means the value of the securities that has been mortgaged by the loan borrower used to decline. Because of the late redressal of the NPA, it so happened that the NPA in our country has increased so much. But after introduction of IBC code, IBBI, and NCLT, NCLAT, the cases have started reducing for the time now.
Who is the current IB sports chairman?
IBC
He has
chairman.
been he has recently appointed 1 or 2 days back. Can you name him?
IBC chairman. Sorry, sir, I don't know about him, but I will definitely read about him.
Oh,
Okay, Preeti, do you know what is banking ombudsman?
Yes, ma'am. Banking Ombudsman is a senior official who are being appointed by Reserve Bank of India for the redressal of the grievances of customer against any deficiency in the banking services.
Okay, so can a customer directly go to banking ombudsman for complaint?
No, ma'am. If a person has any grievances regarding the banking services, then first of all, the customer must approach the bank itself. He can send application or against the deficiencies or problems he have suffered within 30 days. Either bank replies or doesn't replies. Then he can then after 30 days he can approach banking ombudsman.
Okay, how much maximum amount can be given by banking ombudsman to a customer?
20 lakh is given. It is the maximum amount, and 1 lakh is given for mental agony.
Okay. And if banking ombudsman does not take decision in favor of customer, then what can customer do?
If banking ombudsman decision is not in his favor, then customer can approach debt recovery tribunal, which is a court for dealing financial issues.
What is the difference between letter of credit and bank guarantee?
Letter of as per my knowledge, letter of credit is itself a bank guarantee.
So why do you want an SBI?
SBI is the biggest bank of our country. The job security it provides, the handsome salary it gives, the environment it provides, and overall the growth prospects are nice in this company. So as others are being lured to it, the same.
So
I've been
can you
attracted
tell
towards
me
it. Yes,
can
sir.
you tell me any three news? Can you tell me any three news that is recently in the current regarding SBI?
3 names in the current regarding SBI. What kind of names,
Three
sir?
news.
News.
So not name. I am asking. Three news regarding SBI. That is in news.
First news I can remember right now that SBI has listed $300 million in Famosa brand, and SBI. Sorry, sir, I can just recall one right now.
So have you not heard about the recent SBI has recorded a highest quarterly profit?
Yes, sir, I've heard about it.
Okay. So
Preeti, what
suppose
is
if
bad
you are not
bank?
What is?
What is bad bank?
Okay. Bad banks are those banks which deals with the bad loans, that is NPA.
Okay, Preeti, can you differentiate between the bank rate and MSF? Have you heard about MSF?
Preeti, unmute yourself first.
Yes, sir. I've heard about MSF and bank rate.
Then what is the difference between both of them?
Bank rate is the rate of interest which is charged by the Reserve Bank of India when a bank approaches the Reserve Bank of India for a loan up to a period of 90 days. And marginal MSF stands for Marginal Standing Facility, which is the rate of interest as well charged by Reserve Bank of India when a bank needs a loan for a period of 24 hours.
Is there anything like something for scheduled commercial bank and for common banks? Is there anything like that you have studied?
Sorry, sir.
It's okay.
so
Okay,
you
Preeti,
mentioned that
Hmm?
in bank rate the loan is provided up to 90 days. Are you sure about that?
No, sir. I just said it wrongly. I just right now remember that the loan is provided for a period of 91 to 364 days in bank rate.
Exactly. That is the correct one.
Okay,
Okay.
Preeti,
So
you know about CASA, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
CASA stands for current account and saving account. It is a type of a demand account which are being opened in a bank.
Okay, so let's say you are being selected in the bank. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
after that, if I am the customer and I want a current account, and there is one customer who want a saving account, or let's
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
and one customer is there who want a FD. In which aspect you will have the most profit, and in which aspect you will have the least profit?
In FD, I will have most profit, and in
As a
saving
banker.
account, yes, ma'am. As a banker, the bank will have most profit in fixed deposit, and the bank will earn a bit less in saving account.
Preeti, if I am a banker, or if the bank is giving someone loan at the percent, if someone is giving FD at a rate percent of 6%, or say 6.15%, and on the other hand, if there is a person with a saving account has just a minimal rate of just say 3 to 3.5%. So if I as a bank have to pay less rate, wouldn't I be much profited rather than paying the large amount of interest?
Yes, ma'am. I think
So,
misunderstood the question.
so in which case I as a bank will have more profit? Same question again.
Okay, ma'am.
Think
Oh,
about
sorry.
it.
Preeti,
Definitely, I am saving account then.
On the saving account. So, as a banker, what kind of marketing strategy is used in the banks?
Marketing strategies.
Or let's say I will modify your question a bit. Let's say you are placed in a bank that is not very well doing. It's SBI, but let's say you are in a branch that is not very well doing in the sector. So, how will you contribute to that sector
If a
to
sector is not
level the
doing
bank?
okay, if the sector is not doing good, then I will first analyze that what are the discrepancies in the sector, means what are the reasons that it is being lacking, and as per that, I will create a plan for solving that problem. That's it.
Okay.
suppose you are not selected today, so what will be your future goals?
So if I'm not selected today, then I will go and prepare for the next examination. And definitely, I'll come next year again, and at that time, I will get the job.
Is there
Okay.
any other sector apart from bank you are preparing for?
No, ma'am. It's only banking.
Okay, so how many exams have you given before?
It's been 3. Other than SBI PO, it's been 3.
Okay, Preeti. So what is
Preeti, what are
cybercrime?
Hmm?
Cybercrime. Tell me something about it.
Cybercrime means the crime which are being taking place in our country through internet chain is called cybercrime.
So what can we do about it as the citizens, not just as bankers, as Indian citizens? What can we do to protect ourselves from cybercrimes so we don't fall into the trap?
By spreading awareness and by being aware before using anything on the internet.
So as a bank also, can we do something for the customers also to increase the awareness against cybercrime?
Yes, ma'am. We can make a poster which would be giving a good brief about cybercrime and making them aware. A good poster, pictorial posters, like we can place it in our branch outside the branch office.
Recently, government of India have told about one of the browsers is having some cyber attack. Can you name the browser?
Cyber attack browser.
Yeah, there was a
Um,
news that you have to update that browser.
Hmm.
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot recall it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Preeti,
Acha.
what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Um, my strengths are I have good communication skill, I have good analytical skill, I have a good patience level, and my weaknesses include that I'm a bit more emotional than others, uh, and I'm a sort of timid person, and I overthink.
Okay,
So
so
the
how do you think you will use your analytical skills in banking sector?
um, while opening a saving account, current account, or while giving a loan, analytical sectors are very much needed because analytical means that we have to analyze the things. We have to think before doing anything. So if I'm given a detail, I will definitely go through it carefully, and then I will analyze the details, and I will definitely know about the customer with responsibility, and that's what bank needs.
So the weakness that you have mentioned, don't you think it makes you vulnerable while working in the banking sector, and you may lose money from the bank?
No, sir. I'm a sort of
So
timid person. It means that I do something carefully. So
but
I
you
don't
said
think it
na
will make
you are
me.
an emotional person. Then you may provide loan to some faulty person. He may misuse your emotions by frauding you.
Chalo,
No,
let's
sir.
say, Preeti, since you said
Yeah.
you are emotional, let's suppose that there is a relative of yours who is very close to your heart, and that person came to you for a loan, but he don't have all the documents. He have some of the documents missing. So, being emotional, it might be possible that you give him loan even in the incomplete documents, just because he's your relative. Also, you have some sentiments joined with him or her.
No, ma'am. As a banker, I will never go against my bank policy because I'm a sort of debit person as well, and I would be definitely scared to do such sort of things to my bank, जो जिसके कारण मेरे बैंक को लॉस होंगे.
Okay, I hope
So,
so.
Priti, can you tell me? Can you tell me what are the resources of the bank from which bank earns money?
Yes, sir. Bank earns money by providing loans and by investing in government securities, by opening current account, saving account, and by uh, giving non-fund based loans as well, like LOU, LOC. In that, bank earns interest as well.
Chalo, let's say, Preeti, that there is a lot of inflation going on in the market. What can bank do about it?
When inflation is going in market, then bank can in, increase the interest rate to slow down the flow of money in the country.
Nahi, uh, I think you misunderstood. In case of inflation, we don't actually have the money
In
to
case
pay
of
for the goods,
inflation,
no?
prices are rising. Okay, yes,
Prices
ma'am.
are
I'm sorry.
rising.
Yes, ma'am. In
So,
that case, bank will reduce the interest rate.
so how would it help?
It will increase the money supply in our country in the market, and hence people will get a money in hand, and it will increase their purchasing power.
So, let's say that we want to start an ATM in a rural place where we don't even have a landline connection. Is there, and how will you provide the ATM? How will you function the ATM in such kind of place? And can you tell the antenna name also, that what we will use? You are a physics person, na? You might know that.
Sorry, ma'am, I don't have any idea about it.
Chalo, tell me about the first question only. How can I start the ATM in a rural person where there is no landline connection also, no one have mobiles and everything? What can I do?
ATM is just a machine. It can be set up anywhere. So I think anyone can get access to it. be it
But
rural or urban area.
but if there are no wires, there are no optical cables, there are nothing, not even to support a landline. So how will the cables for the ATM or how will the connection for the ATM will be given? Tell me about that, no?
Sorry, ma'am. I cannot think of anything right now about it.
Okay,
Okay,
it's okay.
Preeti, have you heard about the international accounts,
International accounts. Like?
international current accounts like Nostro, Vostro?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then can you tell me something about Noro account? Loro
Noro.
account, sorry, Loro account, yeah.
Okay. Uh, when a bank opens a account in a foreign bank, then it is called nostro account. If a person who wants to use nostro account of some other someone else's, because that bank doesn't have its own nostro account, then this is called loro account. Means a person who is using the foreign account of someone else's nostro account, means foreign account.
Uh,
Okay.
can anyone open Loro account?
No, banks can open loro account. Sorry, loro account is not open. It is the situation, I think.
Okay. Anything else you know about Loro account?
No, sir. I just know the definition.
Okay, it's okay.
Recently, RBI has come with something customer security initiative. Can you name that?
Sorry, ma'am. I cannot recall it right now.
I can give some hint like tokenization. Can you describe it? What is tokenization?
Um, yes, ma'am. Tokenization is um, a process in which the bank details of a customer will be converted into a token, which will hide the details of the customer and will make it secure for a customer for online transactions.
Can you name the tie-ups recently has done between the
Tokenization.
entities? Yes, in context of
There are some
tokenization.
organizations no, who have started opting for tokenization.
Yes, yes.
Can I make a guess?
Sure,
Okay.
go on.
I'm not sure, but I think Paytm and Punjab National Bank have recently tied up for tokenization.
Okay, Preeti. So, Preeti, can you tell
Yes,
something
ma'am.
about your hometown? Let's say
Yes,
I will
ma'am.
be visiting tomorrow in your hometown. Where will you take me?
In that case, I will definitely take you to Bokaro Steel Plant because Bokaro is famous for Bokaro Steel Plant.
Somewhere else?
Um, Maithan Dam, Hundru Falls, Kala Pathar.
Okay. So, these are the good places.
These are the good places in Jharkhand, but Bokaro Steel Plant and Kala Pathar are the places in Bokaro.
Okay, Preeti. Chalo, last question for today. So,
Yes,
Preeti,
ma'am.
let's just say that you have another offer on plate too. Like you have a very good offer from the SSC, or you are not doing SSC, right? Let's say from a bank itself, you have an offer from the RBI bank for the job. So, which
Yes,
job will
ma'am.
you choose? Or let's say today we select you, then afterwards you get selected in another bank. So, what will you do? What will be your stance in that such case?
Ma'am, if I'm selected today, then I think I will work with the organization. And as long as I am satisfied with my job and job profile, then I will not be switching my job.
But RBI is also very good job. You will be having a lot of satisfaction and a money too. That, as you mentioned earlier, that in SBI we have money also, good salary, handsome salary. You mentioned, no, earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
So in RBI also you will be getting handsome salary. So why not RBI?
I don't know why, but since the starting of my preparation, I've always targeted SBI PO. So I will never miss the chance of being a part of this wide customer base company. And I think I will go for SBI PO.
Okay, Preeti. It was nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.